trend lines and how they can act as support and resistance levels. So let's look at a bullish trend line example and how it acts as support. A diagonal bullish trend line is formed when we have two connecting bottoms. We draw a line between those and project that line into the future. We will have a future support level. As you see in the third arrow here, this is the third test, but these trend lines can hold for a long time. As always, the support levels is not going to be exact every time. You need to expect that sometimes the price will turn before it hits the trend line, and sometimes the trend line will be hit and price will go through it a little bit before it turns. So you need to expect that. So let's look at a real short example on a bullish trend line. So as you can see here, we have a low at the left. And at the second arrow, we have the second hit. One price then comes back for the third time and hits that level. We expect the market to turn, giving us bullish support where we can buy. And as you can see, this time this worked out pretty good. It hit the level at the pip and then immediately turned very strongly. But this is not always the case, so you need to protect yourself as always with stop loss orders. Now let's take a look at a bearish example. The same thing here. When we have two highs marked out by the two first arrows, we can draw a trend line from that. And this trend line is sloping, giving us a bearish trend line. And when price comes back up to that level, we want to go short. So at the third level, we go short and expect the market to decline. If we look at a real short example, we can see that after the first two hits, you want to go short the third time the price comes back to that trend line. And as you can see in this example, it isn't as perfect as the bullish example we had. You can see here that price stays at this level for a long time before we actually get the confirmation and the market declines. An upgrade for you on trend lines is you can duplicate the trend line. When you have the bearish trend line here, for example, duplicate it and connect it to the bottoms. And the way you use the duplicate line is you use it as profit target.